She made 90s nostalgia cool again. From her viral skits to music lessons with her son, she made a whole career out of pure personality. Hey Cozies, welcome back to Cozy with Calinnah, where I sit down with creatives who turn their passion into purpose. Welcome to the podcast, the one and only, never lonely, Maria Bone.
Hey girl, hey. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here.
Of course.
I've been a fan of your content for quite some time. And we actually met at the R&B or Romance and Breakups Festival or performance.
Yes, it was great.
Yes, a couple weeks ago. And I was in the crowd, and because I like to be in the crowd sometimes.
Yeah, you want to see everything that's going on.
I want to see everything that's going on. And you hyped up the crowd really, really good.
Oh,
and
thank you. It was fun.
Yeah, really great energy.
Really good energy. Yeah.
So really excited to have you on here and to hear your story.
Yeah.
So,
well, first of all, thanks for having me.
Of course.
You did your thing that night. I was like, she was rocking it. I saw all the footage and everything online too. So super proud of everything that you're doing, girl. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Definitely.
So let's get into it.
All right. Okay.
I want to know how this, this tagline, the one and only, never lonely, Maria Bone came about. So,
well, I started making my skits with like the voicemail videos, and a lot of times people think like, where do you come up with this stuff? And I'm like, it's literally like what we used to do back in the day.
Right.
So I'm like, if you grew up in the 90s and the 2000s, like the voicemail videos were like, voicemails, your pager, you had to have the music on there and have your little introduction. And that used to be my little introduction. Like, hey, what's up, y'all? You know who you reach, the one and only, never lonely.
That's so good. And it's so catchy too.
Yeah. So then that just became like the thing of like how I introduce myself and my little slogan and stuff. It's funny.
And have you ever shared like a song with your son? And then like did he ever say like, oh, that's from TikTok, Mom?
Oh, all
like,
the time.
Okay.
Yeah, all the time. He finds these little songs and I'm like, oh no, like, hold on, let me play you the original.
Okay.
Because I'm like, and it's interesting. It's so interesting with TikTok how music will come back around.
Right.
Or like they didn't know it back then, but they know it now. Or like NSYNC, what was the NSYNC song that went really viral? Yeah, and I was just like, wait, hold on. That was from back in the day.
Yes. I saw that video of you with JC.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like
what?
My childhood right
so
there.
I have to give you guys the story with that one. So I was at an event for Lifetime Network. And he was just standing right off to the side. And I was like, oh my gosh, I know that is not JC from NSYNC. Like, oh my gosh. And my best friend was like, right now, you better go talk to him. So I walked up to him. I introduced myself. He was so sweet. And I said, can we do a quick little thing for TikTok? And he was like, absolutely, sure, no problem. How about my light stopped working? Like everything was just like, I'm like, hold on.
It always happens.
It happens like that, right? So I'm like, hold on 1 second. And he was so patient. He was like, yeah, no problem. And I'm trying to fix my light and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then we did the song and he had so much fun doing that. But I think what my biggest takeaway from that was I didn't know he wasn't on social media at all. Like he was not on social media.
Never
so
knew.
When I posted that, people were like, where did you find him? How did this come about? Oh my gosh. But the biggest kick for me was after that post, he started posting. So I was like, he needed that as well, to get that boost of like, people still love me. People still care about my music.
I'm waiting for the tour.
Yeah, we're waiting for the tour. We're waiting for the album.
Where's Justin at? I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I would go to, if they had one at the Sphere.
We would all go. Are you kidding?
Yes, I would pay $1,000
right.
to see.
That would be epic. Yeah, they need to get it together. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's how that video came about. It was just really just being in that moment and taking advantage of that opportunity right then and there, not questioning it. Yeah. Not, oh my gosh, I don't know. Like I literally was like, I'm just gonna go walk up and talk to him, and he was so cool. So yeah,
that's really cool. You just never know who you're gonna meet.
Know. And that's why I tell people like always be open to any opportunities. Go out, explore, meet people, introduce yourself. Like you just never know. Like
you never know.
You never know.
Yes.
You ask a person, they might be cool. They might say yes. You never know what opportunity awaits.
Exactly.
So it's always they always say, what's the worst that can happen? They say no, but I always say, what's the best that can happen? What's the best that can happen? What's the best that can happen? Okay, he could say yes, and we can make this viral video. And
right. I love that.
Yeah, and so now I have like the picture of us in my office in my little workspace, and I look at that every day like yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I want to know how, I know you had that Kendrick versus Debbie
Yes.
Deb
Uh-huh.
viral moment. It had, let's see, over 4 million views.
Yes.
Just, nonchalant. What made you start having like this idea of music lessons with your son?
My son, a lot of it is just really just on the top of my head. It just, because we're in the car and he's listening to the Kendrick Lamar song, and I'm like trying to bite my tongue, like, that's cool, but let me show you the original.
Right.
And then I was just like, we should be filming this. So we started making it into a little thing where it was like his generation, my generation. And it's funny because when I look at the comments, there's always the adults and then there's the teens that are like, well, I like the Kendrick version.
They like the version that they only know.
Yeah, and they're like, what is she talking about? And I'm just like, that's how you know it's hitting, when it's both generations are
right, and that hits home. It's like that nostalgia feeling of like having that conversation with different generations. And I think that's a beautiful thing that you're able to like.
It's cool.
Bring that back.
Yeah, it's really cool because we have a great generation. It's a lot of the music is sampled today, and it's like stuff that I'm like, wait, or even the clothing. I'm like, we was wearing that.
Okay,
hold on.
I just saw like a meme of these kids having like a 90s 2000s day
at school or something.
Yeah, and they're wearing like these jerseys with like super baggy pants,
like the FUBU
and the FUBU. yes. So I'm like, y'all are obsessed with the 90s.
Okay, I'm like, that was our stuff. Okay, yeah, exactly. But even like the baggy clothes, and I'm like, that is all I've been seeing. Because my son just started high school, and when I drop him off or pick him up, I see the girls walking, and they got the little crop top with the baggy jeans and the little swooped hair, and I'm like, that is so Aaliyah coded, girl.
I know, God rest her soul.
Right, but I'm like, y'all have no idea. Like, y'all ain't doing nothing new.
Right. Exactly.
But it's fun, let them have their things. So, yeah. But I have fun making those videos with him because not only that, but people will say, oh, I didn't know this was a sample. You just educated me. So, okay, cool. I just looked it up, So, yeah, it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah, I think like a lot of hip hop samples things, but it's because it's like you admire like that music from a certain time.
And then if you think about it, there's even music from the 90s that they're like, that's how our parents were feeling when they were sampling Isley Brothers and DeBarge and everything, and it's like they were sampling all the stuff from the 70s and
exactly.
So it's just a cycle.
It's just good music.
It's just good music. That's it.
Okay. And you've met quite a few people.
Yeah.
We mentioned JC.
Right.
One of my crushes from back in the day. You've met Kel Mitchell.
Yes, Kel is so sweet.
Yes, that was a good one.
Sweet.
All that.
Yeah.
That was like a big part of my childhood.
I love that video that we did. It's just so simple, but it was just like, everybody, people comment on that video and they say, gosh, that video, it brought tears to my eyes. Like, I miss my childhood. I miss watching, Nickelodeon and stuff. So, but Kel's super cool.
Yeah. And I feel like that whole, like, era was, like, full of laughter, comedy, like
good
and
music,
everything.
Yeah, and you looked forward to it. Saturday night was like, okay, about to watch our shows and order some pizza or something. Yeah,
right. And we would have to wait.
You would have to wait.
There were commercials. They weren't called ads. They were called commercials.
Yes, exactly. And you had to wait at 8:00 when it came on.
Exactly. Yeah. And another one that was a big one was Bone Thugz.
Girl.
I've seen them.
Girl, you seen them?
It was that like one of those like I made it kind of moments because I feel like, I mean, your tagline has Maria Bone in it.
Yes.
So
that was such a moment. That was a seriously manifested moment because I've been a Bone fan since I was a kid. I mean, and not just a Bone fan, girl, but like a Bone fan, like a fanatic.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I loved them. I mean, I have a folder. I called it my Bone folder. It's like all their posters and magazine articles. I loved them. And I always dreamed like, that'd be so cool to meet them one day, but I didn't know how or when or what or why.
Yeah.
And then when I started making my content, when they started commenting on the videos, I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, they comment? That's how it came about?
Yeah. So
okay.
I think Lazy Bone, it was Lazy and Busy were the first to like first comment, and they were like, "I see you," and I remember crying like, "They see me." They know who I am. Oh my gosh. I remember just crying like, oh my gosh, they know who I am. Like they saw my video. And then I did a video about Busy Bone. I was like, Busy Bone was in the studio like this. I made a little skit. And then after that, their manager contacted me and was like, they're going to be at, in LA for a show. Like you need to come out and meet them. And I was just like, oh my God.
Wow. And then that just like started the whole thing.
Yeah. That was my first time meeting them. It was so great. It was just like, oh my gosh, like all from my videos. Like, isn't that crazy? Like,
yeah.
And I think the big part for me was like, it wasn't just a fan where I like won tickets or a contest or something. Like it was because of my creativity and, putting myself out there. So that was great. And then after that, it was just like, I was at every show, at every single thing. I'm on stage. I'm introducing them.
Wow. Yeah, like you hype, like you have really good energy on stage.
Oh,
and like
you.
obviously on camera too.
Yeah.
Everything's a stage now, right?
Right.
But very great energy from what I've seen.
Thank you so
far.
much.
Yeah, of course.
So that's how that all came about, and that was like the biggest. Oh my gosh, like that was a big one for me.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed like the voicemail ones too, like the oversharing almost. I remember like I used to like hate when people would be like, hello. And
you're like,
hey, girl. And they're like, sorry, can't come to. I'm like, oh
my God.
Like that was such like a thing.
Yeah.
Back then, and
people got a kick out of that. Like people really like did that, and you'd be sitting there waiting, and you're like, oh my gosh, okay, so girl, hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'm here.
But the oversharing, that was our social media. Like we didn't have Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. It was like just the voicemail. So you were putting all your business out there.
Yeah. And I really loved the Brandy one.
Yeah, which one?
The Boy Is Mine.
Oh yeah.
And that one did like 5 million, also nonchalantly.
But it was funny, just arguing with somebody over who you were with and he was mine.
Yeah, he was mine, not yours. I'm claiming him, right?
The drama. We were so petty. We were so petty back then. Now you just share it on your Instagram story, right? Now you're just like subliminal captions.
Exactly. And did you start all these videos like I'm just curious, like during COVID or like what was this time period?
And I'm sure you could relate, like as a creative, like I think we all try to find like our thing, like what am I good at? What can I do? And prior to COVID, I was, I've always loved music, and I even did like voice lessons and like, would teach people music and stuff. And I knew my passion was music, but I was trying to find my thing. Like I was like, okay, like plus size fashion, like I don't know, like I was just trying all kinds of stuff, and during COVID I actually deleted all my socials, and I was just kind of like, I'm over this, like I don't need to be on social media, like, and there was a lot of stuff on, during that era. It was like too much. So then I deleted my social media, and I'll never forget, one of my good friends was like, Maria, but you're so cool, like you're so fun, like you need to be posting something, I don't know what, but you need to be like out there, like your energy needs to be out there. And I was like, I don't have nothing to talk about, like what, I'm like, I don't have nothing good to say, like who cares? And I remember thinking, all I know is my love for 90s music. Who cares about that? I'm like, no, but that's old. That's been played out, And then I remember I was just in my kitchen, and I was like singing along to like Drew Hill, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I should record this and film this, like, and maybe start posting stuff like this. And I did, and it went, it started to pick up momentum, and that I think was the key. Was people were like, this is me. Oh my gosh, you're like me. I don't listen to nothing new, or yes, I'm a mom too, or oh my gosh, I love the old school music too. So it just became like a thing, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start posting these videos.
Wow, so that's good. I mean, like the response was like kind of good already, like to start off with.
Yeah, like it didn't skyrocket immediately, but it was like, okay, picking up, or people are like, oh my gosh, like this made me laugh. And I think at the end of the day, it's all about doing what you love to do, but also having purpose with it. Because like if it feels like, oh my gosh, it's a job, and I feel like I gotta let me set this up and film some video. Like, I don't like feeling like that. Like, I want it to feel like something just creative just kind of came, and I'm like, ooh, I got to record that. And that's when I know, like, that's fun,
Yeah, like when it feels good too. Yeah. I think like people right now especially are craving something real, something authentic,
yeah,
and something that's like not so edited.
and
You
I
know what I
think
mean?
like even when I scroll on TikTok, like I relate more to people who are just normal everyday people,
Right.
you know, like even like the cleaning videos. Have you seen those?
Yes,
Like just
I could watch
you
it all day. It's like ASMR.
know?
Okay.
Totally. But I like the videos where it's just the normal house, the normal person cleaning up, like not the extravagant mansion that like, you know, it's like I like the normal regular stuff. So I think that's why, you know, people really resonate with the content and stuff because they're like, that's me and my son. But, you know, it was interesting. The other night, I was at an event and this lady came up to me. She says, I just have to tell you, keep doing what you're doing because I just lost my fiance 2 weeks ago and I've been in such a deep hole. And she's like, and I saw your video and I just started laughing so hard. And she's like, I haven't laughed. Like, I've just, so thank you. And I was just like, that was it. Like, that's all I need. You know, I was like, okay, universe, like, all right, I get it. Like, it's fun, it's joy, but you never know what people are going through too.
You never know.
Yeah. And I think everybody's dealing with something, right? Like we're all dealing with certain things. And to just bring somebody laughter for a 15 seconds, you know, to watch a video and be like, oh, you know, or take you back to a time like, So, that's what it's about.
Yes, exactly. I try to also show like my dual life because it's
girl,
a lot.
I love that you do that. I'm telling you, that's the ticket right there. Because I really love that. I think a lot of times, especially as artists and influencers or, you know, just creatives, it's a facade. It's smoke and mirrors. And people just think, oh my gosh, like they just got it going on. But it's like, no, but in reality, I put in this much work. In reality, I'm a nurse. You know, this is funding myself. And I think that's great, girl. I love that. There's this new trend on TikTok where it's like a sound, and I don't know what the actual audio is from, but it's like, I got 6 jobs. I got 6 jobs. So then people are showing their 6 jobs. Like, content creation. This one girl was like, I'm a registered nurse. I also do real estate on the weekend. I sell wigs. I sell hair care. I sell lip gloss. I make videos. And I'm like, that's what you do. Like, that's what it is now, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Versus the person that's like, oh, I'm a rapper. Like,
right.
How you really making money?
Exactly.
So girl, I really wanted to tell you that because I was like, I love that you show that and how you also show like, just, you know how easy, not easy, but like you don't need a whole lot. Just if you want to make a little music video, set your stuff up and like you don't need a whole team of people. Like I can do this, you know?
Right.
I love that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It took a while for me to kind of get to that place because at first I didn't want people to know that I was a nurse. I can
understand that.
You know, I wanted to just kind of like identify as like an artist.
Right.
But then I was like, but that's not everything. And I think I need to show more of my dual life, you know?
I absolutely agree. I think that honestly, like when I saw that video from you, I was like, oh my God, I love that. I shared it with a couple people because I was like, this is what it really is. Like, it's a grind.
It's a grind.
For everyone, you know, for everyone. And even it's interesting, like even with the singers that I work with that I've met that are successful and have had success. Now have to find other things to do and like other sources of income and like other ideas and stuff. So it's like, that's what it is. It's not just a facade and smoke and mirrors, you know?
And there's not just like one way to do something, in my opinion.
Exactly.
I don't know about other people. But in my opinion, like being an artist now has changed too.
100%.
Like just everything with the explosion of social media. Like I grew up before like computers, like so it was like, you know, I know what a typewriter is, I know what these things are, and like so like catching up to this like, you know, momentum of social media and like having to present yourself a little bit more and like being consistent.
It's kind of like you have to do it. Like you have to people are like, oh, I don't want to post. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, AI and all this. And I'm like, I mean, whether you like it or not, it's what it is now. So you gotta jump on it or not, you know what I mean? So yeah. So sharing your life and sharing parts of you that you probably would have never felt comfortable.
Now it's here we go. Here you go, guys.
But I really want to give you your props on that because I thought that was like genius. Like show that, you know?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
And moving on to you, how I want to know, because I'm trying to learn too. How do you balance like all this social media? Like, I'm sure you're busier now than you were. I don't know what you were doing before this, or if you have like a, day job, if you want to share that. But it seems like you're doing a lot of the content. You've been getting a lot of like brands, collaborations.
Right.
You're getting booked.
Yeah.
And you're a mom.
I know.
How do you do this? Tell me.
First of all, time management. Okay. That's a big part of it. Like I have my planner and I have like stuff down to a T. Like this is what needs to be done. Yeah. But I think for me, it really is just like, what's a priority and what's not, like, and also things like if it's something that I'm like, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to go there. Then that's okay. I can say no to that, those boundaries. But I think, again, I just want it to be fun for me. I don't want it to be something that I'm like, oh my gosh, like pressure. I gotta, I just think whatever comes, it comes, it just naturally kind of flows. But, yeah, it's a lot, I think. But we all juggle a lot, Everybody does. Everybody juggles millions of different things, whether you're a single mom or you're whatever. Like, we all try to do a whole lot. But I think a big part of it, too, that also helps me is I don't read the comments. I always say this is my little thing where I say I post and I ghost. Like, I don't get involved because I think mentally that can, people go, oh, my gosh, they said some mean things. Oh, God. It's like.
There's always going to be that one person or a few that's going to, say something negative. But the thing is, it's like they're kind of your number one fan at the same time.
Oh, girl.
Because they took the effort and the time to make that comment. And
you want to hear something really crazy? Like, I shouldn't even be sharing this. This is how crazy this is. There was a person that was constantly leaving negative comments. And I was kind of like, what's this person's deal? Like, I wouldn't see it all the time, but every now and then, because they were saying so many mean comments. So I was kind of thinking, okay, why do they keep leaving these comments? All right, whatever. I looked at the person's profile, their picture. I saw who they were. They come to an event totally fangirling out.
What?
And I was like, wait,
That's that person. Oh.
I mean, it like sent chills through my body, but I was like, they're a fan.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, which is crazy because why not just leave uplifting and positive comments?
Right.
But one of my friends made a point where they said, because the negative ones are going to get your attention. They want your reaction. They want you to say something back. So then now they got you. And I was like, oh my God, but I've never had that happen. I was like, okay.
So it's true.
Clock it.
The rumors are true.
But no, it's your biggest haters are really your fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the crazy. And I never believed that. I was like, but then when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, okay. And again, I sent love. I wasn't like, I just was like, oh my gosh, okay, that's that. And I took a picture and I was cool and nice. And I was like, okay, I see you.
I'll see you online.
I'll see you online talking all that smack. No. But majority of the time, I don't get a lot of hate. Majority of the time, it's nothing but love. Yeah. But every now and then, there's a little person in there that's like, oh, you suck and you're stupid and I hate you. And I'm like, but I didn't do nothing. What do you hate me for? So you got to kind of read between the lines, But I think for me, staying off of the comments and like I'll engage a little bit when I first post. And then after that, I'm like, okay, let me just focus on my real life, like my normal stuff that I got to do, and take care of my son and stuff. So, yeah.
And do you do anything to balance? Like I feel like I just need to decompress in between like my day job and then like when I have to be creative, because I feel like I'm always on, like nurses too, like you're just always on. And I'm sure like as a mom, you're always on. So much responsibility and, like, how
do you set like rest days for yourself?
My therapist told me I should do that.
Yeah.
So I need, I don't know if I've done it or practiced it yet.
I literally will schedule it in.
Yeah.
Because my schedule gets so crazy, but I literally put it in my planner like Monday, I'm not doing anything. And I literally will plan, like, I'm going to bed rot. Like, I just want to lay in bed all day. I just want to watch some Netflix. I just want to read a book. I just want to chill. I just want to do nothing. Like, because we need that. We're always on. We're always, I don't want to say people pleasing, but when you're on, you're on. So you have to, like, cater to people and, like, So then you're like, okay, I just need to calm my energy back and, like, decompress.
I do schedule, like, sometimes massages when I remember. And mani-pedis.
Yeah. I know. Isn't that so funny? It's like when you remember, because I'm the same way. I'm like, oh, I got to get a massage. They'll be like, when's the last time you got a massage? I'm like 7 months ago.
Same.
Yeah, and I'm like, I need to
Yeah.
just like book that, like just have that on the calendar. You know?
Yeah, that's great advice.
Yeah.
Like to just book the time for rest because
For sure, because then you
always
just burn yourself out.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's a lot.
And that's why I wanted you on here because I feel like ever since doing this podcast, I've been like trying to like not necessarily find the answers, but just to share like our individual things that we go through and like how we all cope with it because we're more in common than we have more in common than we think, you know, with everyone. Like it could be young, old, you know, any generation really. And there's always like that feeling of like, how do I prevent myself from burning out?
Total burnout. And I think like,
You know?
even with you, I mean, you're doing the podcast, you're performing, you're creating, you're writing, you know, you're working as well. It's like finding that balance and, you know, just taking time for yourself, you know what I mean? And try to find the answers for like the stuff that you're trying to create and like finding like-minded people. I think that makes a big difference too. Like having a good team of people, like a good friend to confide in, someone you can talk to about just your ideas and stuff like that, you know? Yeah.
It's really important to have like that support. And, you know, I think people struggle too with like trying to put their stuff out there, especially with, you know, like at like having a big pace of doing content is kind of hard. Is there any advice that you would give to someone who like wants to just like put that first video out there?
I know so many people, whether it's music, like I know a lot of great singers and musicians and they're so afraid to put themselves out there. And I'm like, just upload like a 10-second clip of you singing or you're rapping or whatever, like, and they're just like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. And they'll think of every excuse and they're just afraid to put themselves out there, which I totally understand. I think you just have to get to a point where you don't care. You're just like, people are going to say anything. People are going to talk regardless, right? So it's like, just put yourself out there. Like I know it's so hard to say, but it's like, I think for me, like I could have sat there and been like, oh, like, I mean, those thoughts came to my mind where I'm like, I'm not 20 years old, you know, like when I started creating the content, I'm like, I'm 35, 30, you know, and I'm like, I just turned 40, but it's like, but there's the market for that. Like there's the moms and the women and the millennials and the Gen X and, you know, but I was like, okay, I'm not a size 0. I'm a plus size girl. Like, it's like, but so what? Like, and people tell me like, oh my gosh, you're so relatable. Like, you're like me. Like, oh my gosh, you know, so people find something. So I think that's what, it's just that first step of like, just because there's so many levels. It's like first, oh my gosh, I'm scared to put my music out there. I'm scared to this. Then you put it out there. Oh my gosh, I'm scared to, totally. What are people going to say? Oh my gosh, people actually like it. Oh my gosh, somebody doesn't like it. Like, but that's all, that's why I say you got to just focus on the creativity and the passion of what you're doing and not like all the, you know, rigmarole of it all.
Exactly.
Like,
just have fun.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And it's ups and downs.
It's
like
ups and downs.
Totally ups and downs.
Totally.
Yeah. Because one minute you're like on a high and then you're like, yeah.
I go through that like every day.
Yeah.
So I totally understand. That's great advice.
Yeah. You just got to, as I always say, it's just brick by brick, you know, 1 inch at a time, one thing at a time, 1 day at a time. I even say 1 hour at a time. I'm like, I'm just focusing on this one thing I got to do right now. And just, you know, and I know that everything's working towards the common goal.
Right.
You know? So,
right.
Yeah.
And it's okay to have things that are cringy sometimes. Like there's stuff I look back, I'm like,
I know.
I don't know if I should
we
post
all
that.
do. Like I look back at some of them videos, I'm like, ooh, the font. Oh my God, the angles, the lighting are horrible. What kind of font was that?
Right. But like people like don't notice.
No.
Like I think we only notice because we're the ones who are like creating the content.
Yeah.
But as long as it's like hitting the mark as far as like you're happy with it first and foremost, then you know, you can only hope that other people like it too.
And that's why I say like that's why I don't even stay in the comments, because I noticed too, like, okay, for example, whatever, if I do a video and whatever, I do a video with JC and then I do another video, well, you should get JC, and I'm like, but I did, so
right,
you know, oh well, you should do this, like it's I did that, like, so that's when I'm just like, I don't even
just focus on you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't gotta explain myself. I don't have to. Yeah, no, I'm like, okay,
exactly,
just do me.
Exactly. All right, so I want to end this on a cozy closeout.
Okay.
These are just like little lighthearted questions.
Okay.
What's something you're learning to give yourself grace for lately?
You know, kind of going back to what we were talking about, like, just if I make a mistake, it's okay. Like, regulate my nervous system. Like, that's a big one too, where I'm like, my mental health, just to rest and like be okay with that. Cause I think I've always been like, I would say a workaholic in a way. Like, I'm always like, what's the next thing? I'm grinding, I'm, you know, hustle culture and stuff like that. And then if I don't do stuff, I'm like,
what's wrong with me?
What's wrong with me? I shouldn't be just sitting here. Like, I need to figure out, you know, but I'm like, no, I mean, there's that balance. So I'm giving myself grace on like a day that I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I want to relax, which is rare, but it's like, it's okay.
Yeah,
and I
it's
give
okay.
myself grace for that.
Yeah. My friend always tells me, like, don't forget, be gentle to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be gentle. And I'm like, that's such like a small reminder, but like a big thing.
Yeah.
It really affects
and all the
me.
little joys. Like, I know it sounds so simple, but like even the coffee cup that I have in the morning, like I want it to be a nice coffee cup. I put on candles when I take a shower. Like, it's not a full on bath ritual, but I like light a candle, put on some music, cozy pajamas, like, you know, nice sheets that I'm like, creating the life that I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to, like, creating a life that I love and I look forward to. And I'm like, you know, all those small things. I'm just like, my cup, my whatever, like, these bring me joy, you know, finding joy in my life every day, even if it's the smallest little thing, you know, sitting outside. Like, sometimes I just like to sit out in my yard and like just sit out there and just take it all in. Like, okay, because it's so much hustle and bustle all the time. It's so much grind in this industry, you know? So I'm like, I just slow down a little and it's okay to have grace, you know? Because then there's other days where it's just hectic.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what day it
most
is.
Most days. I'm like, what day is it today? But
finding grace in all those small things.
Finding grace in the little moments.
Yeah. I love that.
Hope you guys like that last episode. Don't forget to watch a new episode every Thursday, and I will see you on the next Cozy with calinnah. Hey. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, girl.
Of course.